Greetings, everyone. Welcome and welcome back again. It's time to step into the lion's den. Hey, Cubs. All right. So today we are going to be, focus now. Today we're going to be doing an update oracle reading on Yoongi. I'm doing Tae and Yoongi, or I've done Tae, and I'm doing these two because I think their reading style was a bit different than the way I did the rest of the members. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But they were requested a lot, so Tae and Yoongi, I'm going to redo them, but it's going to be a simple oracle reading. I don't think I did a personality reading for Yoongi either. More for Yoongi. So let me just double check to see if I did a personality reading for him. I did not. So I'm going to go ahead and do a personality reading for Yoongi. And then for Yoongi, we're going to go straight into an oracle reading. That's what we have for today. Alrighty, guys. This is my Caroline Mays archetype deck. Okay, this is what I'm going to be using. The other decks, I do not have the boxes with me right now, so I can't remember what they are. So sorry about that. Okay, Yoongi, what are your most dominant personality traits? Okay. What are your most dominant personality traits, Yoongi? Yoongi, okay, he has a lot. Yoongi. There's a lot in here, though. I think I'll leave it alone at this. Okay, so disclaimer. These personality cards come, they can be landed upright or in reverse. Yoongi seems to have a few cards in reverse. I'm going to read the cards as they are. If you do not want to hear negative traits about your favorite idol, please skip past this part of the reading. I'm going to read the cards as they are. I really don't need anybody being mad at me because the cards ended up the way they are. Okay, if you can't handle it, please skip past this part of the reading. Okay, so first we're going to start off with the positive because there seems to be a lot of negative traits that are popping up. So first we have addicts. It says helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. And next we have healer. Passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, spirit, and ability to help transform pain into healing. And with all of these negative cards, it does seem like Yoongi has a lot of pain that he's transforming into healing. It seems like, these are probably very dominant traits and habits that he's very much trying to block, very much trying to change about himself, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Take all readings with a grain of salt. Nothing is fact unless proven. Okay, so Goddess in reverse, exploitation of the female nature and form. I don't know if Yoongi kind of horny on the main line, but Yoongi may be a little bit too into some people, too into some women. Okay, Yoongi may be in that studio too long because he watching that porno, okay? He watching that X-rated, that XXX, okay? So Yoongi got some bad habits over there that he may need to fix. We have rebel, rejects legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. And we know that Yoongi is rebellious. He kind of has that energy about him. He's talked about, being someone who rebels against the intentions of, I guess you could say the society. Like he's for self-healing and self-improvement. So, he's all for rebelling against what is seen as right, at least from what I've seen. And if you hear me say we know when I'm doing a reading like this, it's because this is more than likely a group that I've actually seen some information on. So I'm actually talking from what I'm reading and also from what I've seen myself. So I'm like, you know, I can mentally back that up because I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen him say something like that before. Also, if I've done several readings or a reading on them before and you hear me say, oh, well, we know, it's because in a previous reading, the same thing has come up. Okay? All right. So, Yoongi is almost rebellious to the detriment of himself and or the group. And or the company. Yoongi can pull the equivalents to, do you guys remember whoever here is a mom baby, do you remember like when Wonho was the one who stood up against SM and actually told that Super Junior and all the SM groups actually stole Monster X's choreography and had them edit them out of one of those SBS shows or some show. They edited their version of the choreography out and then copied their entire choreography and did it themselves. And Wonho just basically told the whole thing. That's the kind of rebelliousness that I can see coming from Yoongi with this card. So even though in the long run it did help, especially getting the truth out there, it did backfire on them immediately for a while. So yeah. Next we have Avenger. It says resorting to violence in the name of a cause. I feel like this is just talking about Yoongi being someone who can be vengeful. I don't know if he's a physical person, but I mean, it does state that. But Yoongi could also be someone who is, I feel pettiness. Like I feel petty. Definitely similar to, I don't know what that news anchor did to that man, but him going on that thing and telling him, honestly, that he could take his job. I feel like that kind of petty kind of stuff. Like if you do something wrong to Yoongi, you better pray he doesn't have the power to ruin your life, because he probably will. It does seem like he has that, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, judging by the cards. He does have a tendency to, that spite, like it will bite you. It will come for you. Yoongi will come for you if you cross him. Like he's no joke. Like he's really no joke. Like he may seem very peaceful or quiet and all of that good stuff, but in reality, Yoongi has the ability, can and will end your career if you cross him. Undoubtedly. And even I'm seeing this, stressing this world thing. So this is almost like even he has certain powers even around globally, in a sense. Like even globally, he can pull some strings and have your stuff messed up. I don't know what Yoongi be getting into. I don't know what gang Yoongi belong to. Gang. Okay, I don't know. But he may have some people that be cutting off some fingers. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, Yoongi will end your stuff if you mess with him. We have Hedontist in the shadow attribute. It says pursues pleasure to the detriment of health, indulges at the expense of others. I wonder if Yoongi is a big spender. I feel like Yoongi spends too much money on things that he wants and or needs, but spends way too much money on it. And it's kind of like reckless spending. It seems like he has this reckless spending thing. He does it to get that serotonin. You know what I mean? It gives him a rush to buy something really expensive. Yeah. It's interesting, this goddess and hedontist in reverse, though. I do think Yoongi, did we have addict here? Yes, we did. I do think Yoongi has a few bad addictions that he needs to work out. I do think he has a few. I'm just allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Do not get mad at me. I really do think he has a few addictions that he needs to work out and sort out. I don't know what they are. You know, it could be cigarettes. It could be, alcohol. It could be anything. But he does seem to have some addictions that he knows he needs to break, and he's trying to break them. But, yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Lastly, we have, I never know how to say this. I learned how to do it the last time and I forgot. Anyway. Shadow attribute. It says pretension to much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. Basically, this card is just very low-key, high-key, saying Yoongi's not that smart, y'all. They're saying like Yoongi's the wise old man who knows who has a few little tricks and stuff up his sleeve, but it's just like he's not as wise as he wants to pretend that he is. I personally love Yoongi's advice. Yoongi's advice is very, very helpful to me. I love hearing what he has to say. Yoongi and RM have gotten me through a lot personally in their lyrics, and just positive things that they said. But yeah, really appreciate those two a lot from things that I've heard them say and their music. But yeah. But it's saying that Yoongi, they're like, he's not as wise. I would say he's not as wise as people may think. He just has the appearance of being wise, and he does know a few things. But, you know, it's just like they're saying that Yoongi kind of is so kind of gassed that he knows quite a few things, that he thinks he's smarter than he actually is. If that makes sense. Almost similar to how Namjoon is very smart, but at the same time completely airheaded. Like, it's like that. It's similar to that. So yeah, that's Yoongi's personality reading. If you guys want to purchase your own personality reading, email me at thelinesandtarot@yahoo.com, or also check out my community section. My community section has all the listings of the tarot, types of tarot readings that I do, and the price listings with them. So that way you know exactly what you're getting and how much it is right there up front. Okay. So now we're going to get into Yoongi's, just an energy oracle reading. This is not the actual energy oracle deck. I don't know what the name of this deck is. I cannot remember. But I'm going to be using two decks I do not have the name of right now. When I find them, maybe I'll list them below. But yeah, we're just going to see what his energy is looking like right now. Like, what's around him. Passion and abundance. Like I said, he does seem to spend a lot of money. He does seem to spend a lot of money. And if you notice, it's just like trying to pull money out of drains. And you know, then it's also this person who's like drinking and loses their money in the vent. It's very interesting how this plays out. But it's just like Yoongi, he spends much more money than he should, I would say. Than he knows he should. He needs to actually lock his money away, make it a little more difficult for him to get to, because I do see that he likes to spend his money. He does. Yeah, passion and abundance. He's honestly truly happy. He's happy with what he has. He's happy with where he's at. Really, I think what he's working on right now is more so his own personality, the faults in his own personality, or what he sees as faults in his own personality. That's what he's working on. Okay. Alrighty. So we're going to do this oracle reading and continue on with the oracle reading and see what's kind of like around them. Like ooh, that was too many. Yoongi seems like he's getting spiritual now. What? Yoongi seems like he is getting spiritual. This is so interesting. Why am hearing he's trying channeling. Why, though? I wonder why that is. Who is he channeling? It's something, okay, so Yoongi is getting kind of spiritual. He's not, I don't think this is something that he's actually expressing to the members. I'm seeing meditations. This is probably actually him working on his personality, what he sees as his personality faults. So the meditation may help keep him calm or keep him concentrated or focused. You know, I don't know, but he seems to be getting into this very spiritual sort of side of him. Yeah, he's doing a lot of meditating. I'm seeing channeling, like writing things down, lyrics or messages, like writing stuff. Like, I don't know what he's writing, but he's writing some stuff. Lessons learned from past lives, talking to people. Like, it seems like he's into some weird stuff, some stuff that he's been doing. I don't think Yoongi is Yoongi religious? I don't know. Either way, he may not be religious, but he's definitely spiritual, or attempting to be. With patience in reverse, he's very impatient. He's not willing to take the time, like almost like, you know, it's interesting because Yoongi comes off to me as someone who's very disciplined. But I think here, with at least the spirituality, he's sort of overexcited. Because I think whatever he's done, or at least some of the things that he started to do, has started to work and make him feel a lot, feel a lot better, or, you know, less hurting. And also him learning more about life and how, you know, you can say how short it is and how important it is to live it and all of that good stuff. So it's like almost like he's really impatient with trying to learn how to truly meditate or calm himself, or, you know, go about whatever he's trying to practice spiritually in a safe manner. Also doing a lot of comparison to himself and other people. And this, again, could be in the realm of spirituality, like comparing how far his spiritual growth is compared to somebody else's spiritual growth. And we have receptivity. He is very receptive to spirit. I may have mentioned this before years ago, like around the time I first did my channel. But my channel was on a whole different channel before I moved it over here. Yeah, he's actually very receptive to knowledge from the universe. He's very receptive to anything that he reaches out to and he reaches out to get. And I think that's what's causing him a lot of impatience, because once he realized the spiritual gift, yeah, I think I've been talking about his spiritual gift. I think even Bang 10 All Day has even spoken about this. So, you know, check her out. She's done some readings on them as well. Yeah, so I think he's just like sort of, once he realized how powerful he was spiritually and his spiritual gifts as well, I think he's a little bit impatient trying to tap into it, because he's so, like, it's almost like you grasp a familiarity and you're like, you know it's there, and you're just trying to get from level 1 to level 100 as soon as possible. And that's what I see like Yoongi is kind of doing. He's trying to connect to his source. He's trying to really get into this channeling, because I think he gets a lot of information from it. Like, he gets a lot of information, wise words, you know, even things that inspire music from doing his free writing, or you know, his meditations, or whatever it may be. But yeah, that's what I see for Yoongi. This is an oracle reading, guys. If you're interested in an oracle reading, you know, I already told y'all, email me at thelionsandtarot@yahoo.com. Like, also follow me on Patreon. Patreon gets ship readings. Patreon gets all of these readings first. yeah, and Patreon also has exclusive videos that will never be uploaded to YouTube. So if you're interested in seeing those, please go over there. The members also do get a reading shipped out to them every month, a personal reading for them only. So, but that slot actually only has a limited number of people who can join. So if you're interested, you better join now because the slots are actually running out. So I will see you guys in the next video, and until next time, bye Cubs, love you much.